from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning. Happy Friday. We made it, Tiff. It is July 19th. And Tiff, this morning started a little, I'm going to call it Funky Friday, because everyone woke up to the notification of that cyber that attack, and a lot of computers were down. We are good here at KSAT. We woke up, we were kind of freaking out about all of this stuff, but our IT team and our engineers are amazing. We are showing on this morning without a hitch. And Justin, we were concerned about the weather center this morning with all those glitches, but we didn't have any.
Yeah, I talked to some, or at least was looking at social media, and some of my fellow meteorologists at other stations across the country were struggling with data and struggling with some issues. But yeah, we got it all working this morning. We're like with everyone else here, we're just trying to figure out what works and doesn't work. And it's we're in this new age, right, where something like this happens. It's a little scary, but everything is back up and running, and we're good to go here. So let's start with a look at the radar, and we've got some showers and some thunderstorms off to our east. So this is in between San Antonio and Houston. We've had some pretty heavy rain around Hallettsville. That's kind of been the one spot in our viewing area this morning that's been hit pretty hard by some good rainfall. I'll zoom in a little bit closer there. Actually, let's pause it, and if we can, looks like we're not gonna be able to. But the bottom line is some good rain, and probably picking up at least a half an inch of rain there around the city of Hallettsville. Not the case here in San Antonio. We've got clear skies. And as we look at the forecast for today, the bulk of the rain is probably going to be south of I-10 there, but we could see a couple storms. This is 2:15 this afternoon. We could see a couple storms pop up here around San Antonio. That is a real possibility. We're going to put in a 20% chance of rain. And we could see a few of these showers and storms linger into the evening. So the forecast for today, we add in a 20% starting at about 2 o'clock. 96 is our high, and look for rain chances to taper off by 8 p.m. or so. What about the weekend? Looks pretty good, but next week, you're really going to love the forecast. I can promise you that. It is looking pretty nice when we're talking rainfall. We'll look at that a little bit closer coming up in just a couple minutes, but I think we're going to take a quick trek of TransGuide, maybe. Yes, we are.
That's right.
What are you guys seeing out there?
Let's take a look. Look, it's running pretty smoothly right now. This is your traffic at 9 a.m. This is 90 at Nogalitos, 90 at Medio Creek. And we know the roads are going to get busier, but right now, so far, so good. And to stay on top of everything, go to KSAT.com for the latest on construction projects. Just head that way.
Okay, San Antonio police are investigating a deadly shooting that happened just southwest of downtown.
Devin Karp is at the scene with the latest.
San Antonio police say one man is dead after recording on the southwest side of town during a shooting at Nogalitos Street and Division Avenue. They say they got 2 calls around 6 a.m. this morning, one for an argument and the other for a shooting. When police arrived on scene, they found a male described to be in his late 40s with a gunshot wound to the head, dead. Now, investigators are still collecting evidence, but they say they're going to be at this scene for a while.
We'll be out here for at least several hours. Calls like this, especially when there's no evidence other than the physical evidence out here, it's important for collection, obviously. So
for now, SAPD is asking anyone to come forward with any information they might have about the shooting and give them a call. Reporting on the southwest side of town, I'm Devin Karp, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you for staying on top of that, Devin.
Let's take a look at today's 9 at 9.
A tech malfunction crippled airports, businesses, and government services around the world this morning. The disruption appears to stem from a software update pushed by cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike. Computers running Microsoft Windows, a CrowdStrike client, were crashing because of a defect in the software update. The company has isolated the issue and installed a fix.
Flights from several U.S. carriers are grounded this morning due to communication issues stemming from the Microsoft outage. Affected airlines include United, Allegiant, Delta, and American. However, if you're flying out from San Antonio International Airport, it didn't look like many flights were affected, but be sure to check your flight status ahead of time.
Former President Donald Trump formally accepted the Republican nomination for president last night in Milwaukee as he took center stage on the final night of the RNC and made the longest televised nomination acceptance speech in U.S. history. It was Trump's first time returning to the stage since the assassination attempt last weekend, where he said he wasn't supposed to be there last night, with the crowd chanting, "Yes, you are."
All eyes now go from Milwaukee to Delaware, where President Biden is recovering after being diagnosed with COVID. The Democratic National Convention is 1 month away in Chicago, and calls for Biden to give up his re-election bid are growing. Some sources say Biden has become increasingly isolated, but a White House spokesperson says the president hasn't changed his team, and his campaign insists he's staying in the race.
Hyundai is recalling nearly 67,000 vehicles over software errors and equipment failures. The software error in 2024 Santa Fe's could cause them to roll away while they are in park, while Hyundai Genesis G70, Elantras, Konas, and Velocitors going back as far as 2019. The fuel pumps could also fail, causing a loss of power.
Utility customers are paying more for less reliable electricity. Utilities are working to upgrade aging World War II-era equipment as electricity demand is expected to soar in the coming years. Those costs to upgrade are getting passed along to consumers.
Netflix is getting rid of its cheapest and ad-free subscription plan in the U.S. after doing the same in Canada and the U.K. Customers now paying $11.99 for the basic plan will have to pay at least $15.99, or they can opt for a $6.99 subscription that does include ads.
College students can now get a deal on streaming. Max is offering a 50% discount on its ad-supported plan for verified students. The discount brings the cost down to $5 a month.
Shoppers set a new record with this week's Amazon Prime Day sales, spending $14.2 billion with the retail giant. That's an 11% increase over last year's Prime Day. Back-to-school supplies, TVs, electronics, and small kitchen appliances were top sellers. And that's today's 9 at 9. Okay, artificial intelligence continues to reshape healthcare world, and this morning we explore how a new app aims to enhance pregnancy safety using AI.
It identifies potential risks through machine learning techniques. I spoke to the creator of the app, who has a personal motivation stemming from his wife's challenging pregnancy experience.
My wife also had a complicated pregnancy, so I had a personal passion behind it.
Maternal health is a topic that resonates deeply with Dave Ezra.
The idea is to improve maternal health outcomes with predictive analytics.
The retired Army veteran recently launched the app called Bobby Health.
We're collecting temperature, blood pressure, oxygen, pulse.
The mission behind this app is to make pregnancy safer.
Ultimately, they have a wearable of some kind where we're able to take biometrics throughout the day, and we can collect those biometrics and identify symptoms or self-identified symptoms and predict, like, okay, well, maybe this condition exists, and give them information.
Ezra pursued AI studies at MIT and continued his postgraduate education at the University of Texas in Austin.
I did a postgrad course at UT Austin, and it was there that I was challenged with solve a problem with artificial intelligence. To me, it was obvious.
What do you hope that comes from this app?
Yeah. So I mentioned the terrible statistics of the 800 deaths every single day from maternal-related issues. Almost all of them are avoidable, 94%. So our vision is to end avoidable maternal and infant mortality and morbidity.
That data comes from the World Health Organization. It says in 2020, almost 800 women died from preventable causes related to pregnancy and childbirth.
Users will benefit from their own data. So the data that they put in through their phones, their smartphones, their wearables, we can take that data and using machine learning models predict adverse events like preeclampsia, infection, blood clots, mental health issues.
Today, his son and wife are healthy, and through this app and AI, he hopes to continue helping families.
We have the technology today to solve for this. To me, it's not an issue of when or how. We must solve for this.
So Tiff, this guy is obviously an app creator in technology. But who did he have to work with to create something like this? Because I mean, pregnancy, you're involving a lot of different levels and elements there.
Especially when you implement technology. So he mentions he has worked with emergency and mental health providers, medical professionals like OBGYN, and of course, data scientists, software teams, a lot of people to create this. And we just spoke about how he's from San Antonio. He's here right now. He was in the military, so he's very connected to our community. So this is just something very special for him. And I'm so excited to be able to share with everyone. And this is something that he's also connected with Geekdom. There's a lot to this story, and I hope you continue to watch this. This will be on KSAT.com.
One more thing. So women out there watching, how can they download it? It's available already.
It's available already. We'll have a link to the website on KSAT.
Thank you. Cool. Awesome story. 908, 84 degrees. Still ahead at GMS at 9.
There are about 2 vehicle thefts per hour in San Antonio. It's a staggering statistic. So what's driving the spike in car thefts, and what parts of town are seeing the most thefts? Katrina Weber digs through the data to find out, and there's a neat way you can look up the area where you live.
All right, want to go on vacation, want to save money? Would you be willing to swap your home to do so? This is apparently happening right here in San Antonio and all over the country. We're going to show you all about that in just a bit.
What would you say to people who are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you have strangers in your house?
You have to realize that you'll be staying in their house. You know, they'll take the same care of my house that I will try and take of theirs.
Yeah, so Stephanie Serna shares one woman's experience with swapping homes and why she likes it. We're going to have that story when we come back. Okay, Tiff, have you heard of this thing called home swapping?
No.
It's a thing, and it's the latest travel trend because it can save you apparently a lot of money when people go on vacation.
Stephanie Serna is going to explain. She talked with someone from right here in San Antonio who has been home swapping for years and tells us if you are willing to open up your home to travelers, you can vacation without the big cost of a hotel.
Barcelona, Italy, and Boston. Those are just some of the places that Karen got to stay at a low cost because of home exchange.
Are these some of the places that
Yes, right. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, show me.
Well, I usually try and put the most recent. My best home exchange tour went to Barcelona, and so this was from the south of Spain.
Karen Rowe has been home swapping since right before the pandemic. She has stayed at a flat in Barcelona for about 10 days, and she's been able to stay at other expensive places like Boston for a longer period of time at no cost for lodging. She can do this because of companies like Home Exchange that list homes available to swap and charge an annual membership fee.
What would you say to people who are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you have strangers in your house?
You have to realize that you'll be staying in their house. You know, they'll take the same care of my house that I will try and take of theirs. And it'll, allow for a nice vacation at a low cost if you're willing to open up your house to do that.
Karen has hosted about a dozen people so far, and she says she really doesn't have to make big changes to her home, aside from taking out some personal items out of her drawers and locking up her documents and taking her children's pictures down.
Show me what you might have to change when someone's coming in. What do you have to change about your home?
Sure. When I have a home exchanger, I have a pre-printed thing with the Wi-Fi password and a lot of information about how to get local things. I'm near the Pearl District, so some restaurants at the Pearl I like. I give them a couple of maps. So I don't drink coffee, but I bought this coffee maker and I just set it out with a welcome note and some coffee for the guests, and then sometimes the pastries for meteor or praline, something like that.
Karen tells us she also likes that Home Exchange works on a point system. So every time she takes a trip, it does not have to be an even swap. She can use her points to stay somewhere else.
I often host guests in my house while I'm out of town somewhere else and acquire points and then use those points to stay somewhere in the home exchange system.
And with her property in the West Fort neighborhood close to downtown San Antonio and the Pearl District, Karen says she has acquired quite a few points after having dozens of guests stay at her home over the years. Stephanie Serna, KSAT 12 News.
It's a beautiful home.
It was beautiful. Personally, I don't think I could do it.
No?
No, I'm, people in my home. I don't know. But hey, if it's your thing, it's your thing, and good for you. Tiff, did you get any rain yesterday?
I was in Bernie around 9:30 and we saw the clouds turning dark, and then we stepped outside from our interview. No, it didn't rain.
What?
But the cold front, it was like, I say cold front, but a cool front.
Outflow boundary. Felt good. Yeah, yesterday, for at least the first half of the day, it really felt great. You forget that it was July because, yes, we had that outflow boundary come through and we had some rain in spots. This morning, no rain around San Antonio, but we've had a steady dose of rain out across our far eastern counties, Slovakia County in particular, where we've had some pretty good rain around Hallettsville. Still some lightning strikes here, and another little batch set to come through. So, Hallettsville, the big winner this morning. And we'll pause it here if it's going to let me. There we go. And we'll take a look at the 24-hour, or actually, let's look at the 12-hour rain. And you can see right there around Hallettsville, probably on the order of half inch, I would say. Yeah. 0.4, that's showing over an inch there, southern part of the county. So good numbers out to our east. Again, nothing going on here in San Antonio. And the Futurecast shows that we probably won't see all that much this afternoon, but as we do get into the late afternoon hours, some pop-up showers or storms possible. This particular one does show a little bit of activity near San Antonio. I'd say it's about a 20% chance. And then by the dinner time, a few more storms out there, but it's generally going to be San Antonio point south if we're going to see any rain today. Forecast calls for a 20% chance here in San Antonio, 2 to about 8 o'clock roughly. 96 is our high, and it will feel hotter than that when you factor in the humidity. 97 Saturday, 95 Sunday. So your weekend plans probably just fine. Yeah, there's a few chances for rain here, but it'll be hit or miss type stuff. We'll be hot 97 Saturday, 95 Sunday. And for whatever reason, I've talked to a ton of people that are going down to the beach this week in Corpus Christi, Port A, Rockport. Here's the forecast down there if that is in your weekend plans. 89 Saturday, 88 Sunday. Bathes are smooth. The Gulf Seas are not that high. Water temperatures anywhere from 85 to 87, but you may have to dodge a shower or two. Like here, we'll have a small chance for a shower or storm. Let's go long term now. So Saturday, isolated stuff. By Sunday, though, we really do start to see a pattern change. And what is unusual about this, I would say, for late July is that our heat high migrates all the way out west. We're talking like California at this point. So it is well away from us. And then we get a little disturbance that kind of meanders around, an upper level low. We're getting moisture coming in from the Gulf of Mexico. We've got a weak frontal boundary. And these are ingredients we don't often see in July, but it is going to make a huge difference in our forecast. So this is Tuesday. I think we've got some good chances for rain that are going to be settling in Wednesday too, along with Thursday. Quite honestly, this pattern kind of holds through much of next week. And if it does, our rain chances are going to stay elevated. Right now, I've got 30% chance Sunday, 40 on Monday, and then we go up to 60% chance Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And there could be some pockets of heavy rain, as I said. You're looking at this, geographically speaking, this is a large area that could get some beneficial rain, perhaps up to 3 inches in some cases. Now, this is cumulative over 7 days, but look how much of our area has painted in with some good rain. So stay tuned. Our extended forecast, 97 Saturday, 95 Sunday, as we said. And then with that rain next week, it could hold temperatures in the upper 80s by Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, which is, again, just another benefit of this unusual pattern.
What kind of impact have we seen with the drought monitor from this kind of pattern that we've had the last 2 weeks?
You know what? There wasn't much of an impact, which is wild to me. I keep thinking we're going to see some of that extreme drought go away, and it's getting smaller, but it's still there. So we do really just need a good soaking to try to eliminate that.
We might get that.
We might.
Yeah.
We might.
All right. Thanks, Dustin.
Yep.
It is 9:20 and 84 degrees coming up on GMSA.
Hopefully you've already eaten your breakfast because this next story might make you lose your appetite. Unwashed hands and food being kept in grocery bags are just a few reasons these restaurants got bad health reviews. Our latest behind the kitchen door story is coming up next.
All right, employees caught not washing hands and bacon was kept in grocery bags.
Those are just 2 violations a Metro Health inspector caught that could make you sick.
Our Danielle Yabata went behind the kitchen door with 2 restaurants.
We came to La Torre de Jalisco because we had some questions about the food inspection report. So we talked to the manager inside. We're with KSAT behind the kitchen door.
The manager of the Mexican restaurant off Petite Jordan Freeway and Loop 410 invited us to sit down and talk about it. Twice, inspectors noted employees were not washing their hands.
Dice aquí que también los empleados no estaban lavando sus manos.
The manager, Mario, says those were new employees and says they've been talked to. We also asked him about containers of cooked beans the health inspector reported finding on the floor. He says the containers had just been taken off the stove and were about to be put away. Over at Angie's Cafe off Pleasanton and Harlan, inspectors also caught an issue with beans. There, frozen beans were left out to defrost. The report also says the restaurant kept bacon and cut vegetables in to-go bags. Owner Raul Ruiz says those issues are fixed. He also says he talked to employees about wiping their face and not changing gloves. Metro Health ordered a new inspection. And Ruiz wants customers to know he's got things under control. Sports bar La Ruleta also had to get re-inspected. It's off Ruiz and North Brazos streets. Inspectors say its food license was expired. Their report also says employees used a single-use cup to scoop tajin and salt and reuse single-use containers. For Behind the Kitchen Door, I'm Danielle Ibarra.
That's one of them. And the other, I already opened in my truck.
Car thieves are running rampant in San Antonio. The San Antonio Police Department says in the last year, 19,000 car owners had their vehicles stolen. But what's driving the spike in car thefts, and what parts of town are feeling the brunt of the increase?
Sorry, Katrina Weber, she dives into the topic. She focuses on where these crimes are happening. You can find part one of her story online already. And later today, she has the second part of her story talking about what you should do if your car is stolen and what officers do after a car theft is reported. So stay in the loop and learn more about these car crimes. Open your camera app on your phone, scan this QR code that you see on your screen to take you to KSAT.com.
926, 84 degrees. There's a lot more ahead on GMSA at 9.
Including a closer look at forever chemicals. You've probably heard about them in the news, but where do they come from? And how could they affect your health? KSAT Explains team finds those answers for us when we come back.
A look outside with live cam. Beautiful Friday, 84 degrees, a few clouds, but traffic is moving very nice right now, Sarah.
Absolutely, Justin. Hey, I'm loving this forecast. I know it's why you're in a good mood, not just because it's Friday, because the temps are lower because of all the potential rain we're getting.
Yeah, I actually get to do my job as a meteorologist.
He's like cheesing hard over there.
Loving that smile. I get to actually forecast something.
He's practicing for his new profile pic he's taking after the show.
Hashtag Friday vibes. That's where I am right now. Yeah, it's been a week, man. So, yes, I'm glad it's Friday, and yes, I'm glad I get to forecast some rain. Let's look at the visible satellite picture. You see the clouds off to the east of San Antonio. There's quite a few of them. There are thunderstorms underneath those clouds. As you get out towards Hallettsville and LaGrange, we just have not seen that here in San Antonio. And, in fact, we're seeing mostly clear skies. Let's go to the radar very quickly, and it's, again, what we've been covering all morning. The showers and storms have been pretty persistent out there, but generally east of our viewing area, with the exception, again, being Lavaca County out there. We'll certainly continue to watch these storms, but not a big deal for San Antonio. Here's the temperature outlook for basically the end of July. And this is incredible. So basically what you're looking at here is the darker the blue, the higher the probability is that we'll have below average temps. So you can look at this map and say basically Texas is forecast to be below average, and it's the west that's going to be above average. It has to do a lot with where that heat high is. Temperatures are forecast to be in the 80s next week. Just a sneak peek. Plus, we got rain, as I said. So we're going to dive into all that and take a closer look at that forecast for you here in just a couple minutes.
Okay, have you ever heard of Forever Chemicals? They've been making headlines recently with new federal regulations targeting our drinking water.
So where do these chemicals come from, and what do we know so far about the health effects? Myra Arthur finds those answers in our latest edition of KSAT Explains.
What are forever chemicals.
It's a series of thousands of chemicals.
Makeup, cosmetics and personal care items.
In your waterproof clothing.
Rain gear, even things in furniture.
They're used in a lot of industrial processes.
All kinds of food packaging and cookware and clothing.
Oils, lubricants, sunscreens.
They don't break down easily. They persist in the environment for a long time.
Hundreds, some people even say thousands of years to break down.
That's the reason they came to be called the forever chemicals, otherwise known as PFAS.
PFAS
chemicals. PFAS compounds are per and polyfluoroalkyl substances.
PFAS chemicals were invented in the 1930s. They made things non-stick and waterproof. Years ago, they were most widely known for their use in firefighting foam and non-stick pots and pans. But today, they're seemingly everywhere and in everything.
They seem to end up in our air, our water, our soil very easily.
That means exposure to these chemicals is nearly impossible to avoid, and that comes with potentially serious health effects.
Definitely more research is needed. What we know right now, the data suggests that there are strong associations with some health conditions.
They range from some kinds of cancers to disturbing effects on things like our reproductive system.
Developmental effects on women and children.
Changes in your liver function. Some suggest decreased immunity or antibody production to certain vaccines. There seems to be an association with kidney cancers and testicular cancers.
Not all exposures are going to have the same kinds of risks and health effects.
What we're looking here is the Cibolo Creek.
The Edwards Aquifer Authority has been testing for PFAS for 7 years now.
And unfortunately, yes, we found instances where we can detect PFAS at very, very low levels, but we can detect it in aquifer waters, in the streams that feed the aquifer, and the springs that discharge from the aquifer.
So how could they end up in groundwater?
So as you have more development or you potentially have more waste streams in those areas, there's always a possibility that you could affect the PFAS concentration.
In April of 2024, for the first time, the Environmental Protection Agency set nationwide limits on the level of forever chemicals in drinking water.
We've established limits for 6 PFAS that are known to occur in drinking water. We've set levels at 4 parts per trillion for those 2, and then we've set limits at 10 parts per trillion for 3 others.
Water suppliers have 3 years to begin testing for PFAS. If the level of forever chemicals is above the EPA limit, suppliers must then treat the water to reduce those levels within 5 years.
The testing is very, very strict.
Robert Puente, president and CEO of SAWS, says they have already begun that testing and reported the levels to the EPA as required.
We did go around to our different wells, our different sources, tested. We had all undetectable amounts except for one particular spot. That was in the Castle Hills, one of the Castle Hills wells.
Undetectable, according to SAWS, means PFAS levels in the water were below the EPA limit of 4 parts per trillion. As for that higher reading in Castle Hills, Puente says it was an anomaly.
But we retested a couple of weeks later, and what we knew to do was to change out the hose bib, the part where the water comes out of the well, and that's really what happened, is that once we retested it, there was no longer a detection on it. So we feel that that's very safe water.
So how are these chemicals considered undetectable by SAWS, but have been detected by the Edwards Aquifer Authority? The EAA uses a lower threshold, 1 part per trillion compared to 4 parts.
The levels of PFAS are extremely low, all below any regulatory limit, and a lot of times right at the detection level. So very, very difficult to even see them without specialized testing.
And Bertetti says in the 7 years the EAA has been monitoring forever chemicals, the amounts haven't really increased.
Things seem to be steady as far as we can tell.
Is there a concern that could change, though?
It's always possible.
It's added protection because it's groundwater. San Antonio is very lucky.
It's important to remember there are thousands of forever chemicals. The EPA regulation targets 6 of them.
The good news is that many of them have similar properties, so when we're treating water to remove certain PFAS, we're likely getting others, even though we're not necessarily specifically regulating those ones.
There are some things you can do to minimize your exposure, like adding an activated carbon filter or reverse osmosis filter to your drinking water.
So it actually sticks to the activated carbon as a molecule. And the reverse osmosis is very fine sort of filtering mechanism, if you will, with that membrane, and that prevents these very sort of larger molecules from getting past the membrane.
Though for sauce customers, Puente maintains such filters are not necessary.
If you want it because of PFAS, you don't need it. We take this very seriously. We understand that our product is put into your bodies.
Product awareness is key. It's so often up to us as consumers to know what's in the things we use, as the research and possible regulation of these forever chemicals hopefully continues to flow.
It's very hard for us to protect ourselves on our own, and that's the reason it's really important to support local and state and national decision makers who are dedicated to trying to eliminate the risk for all of us.
Okay, you can watch this full story or any other KSAT Explained stories by scanning the QR code on your screen. You can also find our stories on our KSAT YouTube page. Let us know what you want explained. It's where we get a lot of these ideas, and you can do that at ksat.com/explains.
9:38, 84 degrees. You're watching GMSA at 9.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back. All smiles here because it's beautiful weather
It's
today.
Friday. We're getting those lower temps. We're getting some rain. I mean, it's like last summer didn't even happen, right?
We spent so much time last year accumulating and counting 100-degree days. That was like our main focus.
Longest summer ever.
I'm very thankful that we don't have to do that this year. This go around, we're actually looking at rainfall accumulation and how many days we're going to have there. So it does look good going forward. Before we get there, though, we got to talk about our Friday. 96. That's where we end up today. There will be a few triple digits across the state, namely out across the western part of our viewing area, Del Rio. But you know, there's not a lot of just really hot temperatures here on this map. Not a bad day in general across the Lone Star State, especially when you compare it to the western half of the country where they do have triple digits in the forecast. Let me give you your weekend forecast. 20% chance Saturday, 97. Basically partly cloudy, but there could be an isolated storm late in the day. Shouldn't cause many issues. On Sunday, 95, 30% chance for rain. I'll tell you, though, that better rain chances mainly in the evening. So I think most of Sunday's okay, too. 95 is where we end up on Sunday. So after we get through the weekend, then we get into a week in which we will see below average temperatures each and every day. The average is 95. You go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday here, and we're talking upper 80s, low 90s. What an incredible change. And the reason why we're going to have cooler temperatures is because of clouds and rainfall. The potential is there each and every day next week. And we'll get into that in just a second. But first, we got to show you that we've got some rain out there right now, mainly across eastern counties, far eastern counties. Howattsville's been hit with some rain this morning. And we're still detecting some good downpours along I-10 just east of Luling. So this is pretty much out of our viewing area. But if you're headed towards Houston this morning, know that you will run into this, and it could be quite heavy. We also noticed a few showers and storms earlier out near Eagle Pass. Those have since dissipated. And we've got a couple of light returns in Wilson County, but generally speaking, it's quiet for the rest of the viewing area. And as we look at the futurecast, it does want to paint the picture of maybe a couple of isolated storms this afternoon, and I would say that's going to be generally San Antonio and points south. But say by 2 o'clock, does develop some activity, and keeps that going through about dinner time before everything dies down with the loss of daytime heating, and we see quieter conditions tonight. So hour by hour here, 87 at 11 o'clock, 90 at noontime. If you're heading out for lunch, it will be hot. 93 at 2 o'clock, 20% chance of rain then, and we'll keep that going through roughly 8 p.m. 96 is where we top out. We'll get back down into the 80s. It will take until 9 o'clock tonight for that to happen. Where do we stand rainfall-wise for the year? We're at 16.2. We've been so close to getting above average. It has taken, half a year. We're still almost there, but we're down about 1 inch and 3/4. The normal or the average is 17.92. So all we need is one really good rain day, and I think we're going to jump up above average for the first time in a long time. Austin obviously doing very well. In Del Rio, not so much, 1.99. They're about 8 inches below average. But we're hoping that with this new pattern that we get into next week, that we'll even get some rain out west, and that will help with the drought situation there. Here's how I think rain chances play out. 20% today, tomorrow, 30% Sunday, 40% Monday, and then a 60% chance Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, with good odds of downpours, and there will be some pockets of heavy rain in spots. You look at the rainfall potential over the next 7 days when you're adding it all up, potentially up to 3 inches. This is several days adding the rain together, but it looks good and widespread. That's the most important part here. I mean, a lot of Texas is going to see some good rain out of this weather pattern. 97 Saturday, 95 Sunday. We went over the weekend. And then next week, those temperatures, below average and rain. It's a good looking 7-day forecast, guys.
Absolutely looks great. Thank you so much, Justin. But first, we need to get to some late-breaking news, new details in that deadly shooting that we told you about at the start of our show.
A man was found dead on Nogalitos Street this morning around 6 a.m., and we just got new details on the case from police.
That's right. Devin Karp has been following the story. He has an update. So, Devin, what have you learned?
Yeah, so just a recap of this morning, at around 6 a.m., police got a call to Nogalitos and Division Avenue where they found a man described to be in his 30s to 40s with a gunshot wound to the head. That's when SAPD put out the call from information for the public saying that they could use people's help. After that, SAPD heard from one man who called in saying he had heard from his father, who had contacted his son to say that he had shot his friend, and his father said he would not be taken in alive. That's how this suspect ended up at an apartment complex here at Richter and Violetta, waiting in his car with a gun. Now, when a police officer approached his vehicle, that's when the suspect fired the gun, shooting himself. Now, we still don't have any idea yet about the victim or the suspect, but we do know officially now that these two shootings have been confirmed. We're going to keep you updated on everything we learned throughout our KSAT coverage today. But for now, in the southwest side of San Antonio, I'm Devin Karp, News KSAT 12.
Devin, thank you so much for all these updates. And again, look forward to those more updates at noon on air and online. It is 9:47 and 84 degrees. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at the San Antonio Zoo cam.
Okay, so they're in the water. This is the flamingo cam. And they were kind of doing this yesterday, Tiff, where they're in the water and then the cranes kind of stepped onto their territory and we're doing the crane territorial dance. And now it looks like the flamingo there was getting a little territorial, and they start flapping their wings. But, the geese are coming in. Are those the cranes? I don't know. I am always down for the chisme at the zoo. You know what I mean? Because they have their drama there.
This is like a perfect time to go to the zoo. Right now it's 84 degrees. It's not 100. This is like the perfect time if you're, you have a day off, the kids are out, and just go to the zoo.
And there's not too much rain for right now. The sun is out. All right, so you may know AJ Rivas from his San Antonio inspired character, Jessica, on TikTok and Instagram. But today, he's sitting down with digital journalist Ivan Herrera to show more about the person behind his hilarious character.
He also joined a new campaign, the CDC's Let's Stop HIV campaign. Ivan shares their discussion with us this morning.
So AJ, your hundreds of thousands of followers on TikTok and Instagram across the world know a lot about your character Jessica, but I want to get to know the person behind Jessica. Okay. So did you know you were always going to be a comedian, and how did you even get to this point in your career?
The whole comedian part I didn't know I was going to be. Like in high school and school, I was always like, so one in the center of the dance floor dancing. I was the one at the high school pep rallies. I would at Harlandale High School, like to plug in my school. Leans all Indians all the way. And I was the one, routing up the crowd and getting the crowd going and keeping the crowd energized, and as well, emceeing like quinceañeras and weddings with my boy Jam and J Javi.
Awesome. So I want to talk a little bit about Jessica, which makes up a lot of your content. Who is she inspired by, and how do you even come up with these crazy sketches? Because you got a lot.
Let's keep talking about AJ. No, Jessica, like I said, for those who don't know, Jessica is just a character that I came up with that is inspired by three of my cousins. And not only that, but also different friends that I've had in the past and currently, or some of my personal stories that I go through.
So you make a lot of people laugh all over the world, but behind the laughter, is there any pain?
I would say I do have pain. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I've always been the person to make my pain into laughter. And it's very like, sometimes it just sounds so dark and people are like, oh my God. And I'm like, what? Like,
You just joined this new huge campaign, by the way, with the CDC. It's called Let's Stop HIV Together, with another company that you worked with, which is called For All Humans, right? So this campaign aims to bring awareness about HIV in the Latino community specifically. What made you want to partner with several other Latino influencers just like yourself to become an ambassador for the program? And also, what does this campaign mean to you?
Okay, so I would have to say first and foremost, the fact that it's not only for the LGBTQ plus people, it is also for my Latino people of all shades of colors. I just felt like, oh my gosh, this is so nice. The fact that, you know, we're out there in New York shooting this campaign and just seeing different walks of life there. The whole campaign, what it means to me is the fact that no matter the lifestyle you may have, it's always best to know your health, like how your health is going and know your status, no matter whether it's HIV or anything else, but obviously this has to do with HIV, and I just feel like the Latinos need to get checked more. I just feel like this campaign, the fact that we can have an HIV test that you can do at home at your own comfort, because, you know, we can go to a clinic or doctors and it's kind of like, it's a little nerve-wracking. At least you take your time in your own home. You get to, like, you know, have somebody there with you or be alone. And it's for free.
Right, and people can find those on your bio and link on.
Yes, the link in my bio on my Instagram. You can find the link. It'll send you to. All they need is an address to send it to. That's all they need, and you'll get the kit. You do it yourself. You send it back in. And you'll get your results. Awesome. And you're in the comfort of your own home.
Awesome, AJ. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much.
And it's been great talking to you.
Talking to you and the weed eater back there.
That was just some of Ivan and AJ's conversation. You can watch that full interview with AJ Rivas on our website and YouTube page. Just head to KSAT.com.
And right now it's 86 degrees outside. We're going to make our way up to about 96 this afternoon. So hot, there could be a couple of isolated storms. That will be the case tomorrow too. 30% chance of rain Sunday. And then, yes, it is next week that we're all excited about with chances of rain and cooler temperatures.
And Tiff, you met a wonderful veteran yesterday.
Yes, I was actually changing my oil at the GMC North Cavender, and this gentleman came up to me, Raul Hinojosa. He was so kind, and he's a KSAT loyal viewer.
Love
it.
So he gave me this United States Coast Guard Academy pencil. And it was just so special, like the conversations when we go out in the community, we meet so many incredible people and we care about them so much. And I just wanted to give you both a pencil.
Aww.
And thank you. Those conversations mean so much to us.
And I still use a pencil, by the way.
And it was Raul Hinojosa.
Raul Hinojosa.
Well, Mr. Hinojosa, thank you so much for watching KSAT. And we love all of our loyal KSAT viewers out there. And we'll be back here at noon.